Hello, my name is Hannah Dahl. I'm a coach this year, and this will be my second year with F.L.A.G. Now, the year before, I had done post-secondary education awareness options, which was a really great capstone project for me. I have an agricultural and rural background, so I always kind of look for things that I can kind of bring awareness to. So, being able to talk about the trades and being able to kind of speak more on that was a fantastic opportunity for me. And so with that, this year I was able to do rural renewable energy capstone project, which was amazing. Because again, it touched on my rural background, but I'm here to talk more about why you should join F.L.A.G. So, and also just like a general consensus of questions. So, a way to get more diverse, representative youth involved with F.L.A.G is just to broadcast it out. There are a lot of schools that don't participate within Columbia County, and also just like a lot of schools don't really go look for people that much. You kind of have to recruit, and so kind of getting that message out there more, I think, is very important. And also the motivating to participate, touch on the college, how good it looks on college applications, because honestly, the group of people we're trying to target are going to be looking for those opportunities, especially those that are looking to go into political science, government, some sort of public policy in college. This is a great opportunity that diversifies them from the general candidate that's applying for those positions. And I think the youth is incredibly important in making government decisions because they offer an insight. They often see the most direct results from public policy. Anything having to do with schools, they're the ones that are experiencing those results, those aftermaths, those pay cuts when teachers aren't getting paid as much anymore, the budget cuts for schools. They're the ones experiencing those budget cuts, and they see the very realistic consequences because of them. And because of that, being able to be more civically engaged and being able to talk more about all of these topics is why it's so important to touch on these and be educated on how to phrase things. You don't want to get up there and be incredibly passionate about what you're speaking about, but not being able to formulate your questions and your comments correctly, and everyone disregards what you have to say. And as such, I think looking at youth within our community and in our state, there's definitely an increase in civic engagement. For example, I volunteer for my township poll, and our voting rates for the last presidential election was at 99%. And that's insane. We had never seen those numbers before, and that's because people are becoming more and more civically engaged, which is absolutely amazing. We want high voter turnout, especially within rural communities in Wisconsin, because they have such low to begin with. And I wouldn't say my perspective on government has necessarily changed. It's just become a more informed one. I didn't know how things operate, and it's very much a business, but also it's like a passion project. Honestly, these representatives are not here for the money. They're working 90-hour weeks, and it's because they're passionate about what they do. They're passionate about their constituents very specifically. They will go out to attend community functions and miss their kids' ball game because they feel so strongly that that's what they need to be doing at that time. And because of that passion, there's a lot of not necessarily efficiency within the government, but that's only because they care so much about their constituents. They care so much about their opinion and their message and what they want to get across. And how can we create more opportunities for youth civically is teach it more in schools. I would love a civics class to talk about government, voting, how to register to vote, getting mandatory registration within schools, And I think that's such an important thing. And having incentives to go out and vote, to have a whole day, like if for a Tuesday voting, if there's a class, like getting the senior class, anyone over 18, to all go to the polling place. Now, granted, not everyone lives in town and is able to do that, but having incentives in place in order to get those people more civically engaged is what's so important. And as a coach, I've been able to really see the more planning and leadership aspects of F.L.A.G, and being able to understand and plan out an event is such a vital skill that not everyone has access to that opportunity, and being able to be a coach and see that is so important. And especially in the age of Zoom, that's why I truly, truly did enjoy this year. Even though it was on Zoom and it's like 6-hour Zoom meetings, you're able to kind of see your efforts put into practice. You're able to see the payoff, and you're able to understand how to formulate documents and work on your feet and work off the fly and off the cuff and however many idioms there are out there. But I think it's important, and I'm glad I was a part of F.L.A.G. It is one of the highlights of my high school career, and I cannot wait to hear about the program in the upcoming years.